Okay, this is Mike from DevilDriver, and I'm going to show you Clouds over California. And this song is not in drop tuning, it's in D standard tuning. And it starts off like this. You start off with a, you kind of angle your pick perpendicular to your strings, and you mute it down here, and you start off with a scrape. Sounds like that. That's it slow, doesn't sound the same. There you go, that's what it's supposed to sound like. That's how it starts off, and just starts off like this. Okay, just a little explanation of that riff. It's pretty straightforward. I showed you the scrape, and the tails are just power chords, and just on the you only fret the 6th and 5th string. You leave those two strings open. That's all it is. That's the first chord, second chord. And that's the intro.
This is Jeff from DevilDriver. I'm going to show you my parts on Clouds over California. So here we go. This is the intro riff that I play over the harmonic part that Mike plays. Basically, it's just some 16ths, and you're kind of just you're progressing between this. That's the whole progression of the riff, and this is it played in its entirety. Here we go. Basically, 16ths, palm muted, 175 beats per minute. You pick the chords open, so it's... Side note about this riff, you need to basically play these chords and let the strings ring. But when you go back to the 16ths, you really want to kill those ringing strings, otherwise it's just going to be a ton of noise and it's going to sound terrible. So to play this riff properly, you basically need to let some of these strings ring and then deaden them, depending on what part of the riff you're in. So when you're playing the progression of these two 5th chords, you basically, right after the chord on the 1st fret, you need to kind of make an E major shape power chord, or D major in this case, since we're in D tuning, not drop D, and deaden the string. So slowly it's like this. You see how I basically move my finger right here to in like an E shape. I'm not even pressing down on the frets because I'm not playing. It's one string, but if you make that chord shape like that, you'll basically deaden the strings. Otherwise, if you just try and leave it open, it's going to sound like this.
Alright, this is the, I play this in the intro, and I also play this over the chorus. It's all done with harmonics, so you're never actually pressing down on the string and fretting it, you're just barely touching it. Starts on the 12th fret, and you're only using the first 3 strings. That's it, really slow. Normal speed, like this. And then the last part of it goes like this. And that is it's a full step bend, basically. First finger on the 5th fret on the 1st string, and then my middle finger there is just for a little bit of extra leverage. And you just bend it up until they sound in tune. Or kind of in tune anyway. And that's it. And it's all done. Remember, you're just using your finger directly over the fret, and you're never pressing down on it more than, just barely touching the string. Here's the harmonic riff for Clouds Over California, slowed down. It's the first part, just the first 2 strings on the 12th fret, and then it moves over to the 5th and 7th frets. And then you go back to the 12th fret. And then you go back to the 5th and 7th frets. And that's slightly different the second time. So the first part of that is just these 2 strings right here on these 2 positions. And then the second part is 3 positions. And that's it.
That's the intro riff for Clouds Over California. Now we're going to move to the verse. Basically, the verse is played, we're pretty much playing straight octaves at the first half of the verse, and then I think the harmony changes to kind of a thirds type of thing on the second half. So the verse, normal speed, goes like this. That's the first half of the verse, and this is the first half of the verse slowed down. Basically, you have 2 different tails, and everything pretty much harmonizes with what Mike's doing, which is pretty much a straight octave, I think, off the up in this area. Second half of the verse, you have some different shapes, some minor and major stuff, and it harmonizes again. This is it played normal speed. This is it played slow speed. So that is the verse riff for Clouds Over California, at least what I play.